Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, October 8th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, I've been trading seemingly forever, um, probably pretty close to 30 years, if you can believe that. And as long as I trade, it has never ceased to amaze me how the markets really can influence my mood and my psychological attitude toward life, and how I can go from utter despair to manic euphoria in just a matter of a few hours. And, I suspect other people have this happen too, but some people can't take it. Anyway, it happened today. Pretty amazing. I'll get into that in a second. Let's just cover the dull stuff first. The Dow Jones Industrial Average did nothing today to indicate what happened in our equity. Um, the Dow opened higher, went negative, came back, and closed up 122 points. By the way, this just reminds me. Yesterday, I think I stated that the Dow had closed up 300 and some points. That was where it opened. It actually closed up over 500 points yesterday. That was a mistake I made. Anyway, nothing much happened with the Dow today. Up 122 points, kind of moving sideways there. Okay, what happened to us? Well, a lot happened. You heard the video yesterday. You know, I was very pessimistic about the state of the stocks. I felt they were weak and teetering on falling apart. We closed yesterday with 14 positions. We had positive $8. And I'm just looking at it and thinking, God, if this thing goes south, we're going to get killed with those 14 positions. That's what I thought. Okay, we didn't get filled. Actually, those 14 positions aren't what the story is today, but we did close those 14 positions out with positive $2,000. So we went from $8 to $2,000 on those 14 positions that I was moaning and groaning about yesterday on the video. But here's the big news. We got into 9 new positions, 8 positive, only 1 negative, and we are holding, drum roll, positive over $33,000 in open trade equity going into tomorrow. Unbelievable. And let me show you the individual stocks that gave us these really positive numbers. The first one isn't real exciting, but it is responsible largely for our positive $2,000 closeout trades. This is GSX Tekadu. Showed this to you yesterday. We got into this. Let's see, that would have been Tuesday, and it did this spike up. We basically bought the high tick of the day, closed against us, but yesterday it just screamed. That kept us in the trade, and we got out today with $4,300 in profit in GSX Tekadu, and it looks like we basically got the top of that 3-day move. So that was very nice. Uh, this is the one, this next one, this was a big contributor to that $33,000 open trade. This is CRDF, that is Cardiff Oncology. I don't think I've showed you a chart on this before. It's a new stock for us. Gapped up today. We grabbed out that gap right away, and it just kept moving there. Closed near its high. We're up $10,900 in Cardiff Oncology. You know, anytime we get over 10,000, yeah, that's a good trade. Now I'm going to show you the unbelievable trade. And I just got to play around. Oh, what am I doing here? No, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong place. Hang on. Okay. This is GameStop Corporation, GME. I have a 19-year-old son who's addicted to video games, and so I was a little reluctant to trade this stock, but it looked pretty good to me. So I threw it in the portfolio and didn't think much about it. And today, something happened. Look at this chart. It's kind of weird. This thing is trucking along, um, you know, $9 and some change. And all of a sudden, we got this big gap here, and we bought that gap. And I was uncertain as to, you see, if this thing had started trading upward like this, we would have bought this much sooner. The nature of the system, but what happened there was a trading halt here. Not sure just what that was all about. I'll speculate in a second. But as soon as they reopen that thing up here, bingo, bam, we bought that. And it kept going. It kept going, and it kept going. And it actually looks like it had about a $3 move here. Yeah. Yeah, about a $3 move here. And we got into it as early as we could following the gap. Okay, and we are up positive $18,000 in GameStop Corporation, and it is moving higher in the aftermarket. So this is obviously one of those outliers, those crazy things that we make tons of money on most of the time. Sometimes we lose money. And I don't want to go back and remember nightmares, but every time I see something like this, I think of this. Back in June, we had a stock called Chesapeake Energy Corporation. Yeah, it took off like this. If you can believe it, it took off like this times 10, if you can believe that. And I had my position go from like $1,300 to $227,000, almost $250,000 in that thing. And I hung on to it. I was playing a system. I mean, the system said stay in. And then overnight, they declared bankruptcy, and the bottom fell out of the thing. I still made $65,000 in the trade, but I saw my profits go from like $230,000 to $65,000 as a result of an overnight bankruptcy. So, hey, I just hope that GameStop Corporation doesn't file bankruptcy tonight. Anyway, right now, as we're holding it here, we have $18,000 in open trade equity, and it's moving higher in the aftermarket. So knock on wood. So anyway, this is really exciting to be up $33,000 and going into tomorrow. Freaky Friday. Hey, I just thought of that. I'm go taking the $33,000 positive in the Freaky Friday. Hey, I don't know. It's a crazy game we do. You got to be crazy to trade. I'll see you tomorrow. Trader Bob signing off.